Welcome to day 2 of your 30-day transformation video. So this is 30 days, I'm going to be posting 30 videos to help you along on your journey. So today's topic is the power of walking. Why is it so important? A lot of people tell you to walk 10,000 steps a day, but if you don't know why it works and why it's important, then you're most likely not going to apply it. So the importance of 10,000 steps, what is it? Well, recently there's been a study to show that actually walking and moving more will keep you less hungry. And that is so important because I'll give you an example and I'm sure you can relate to this. If you're somebody who has been into a situation where you're sitting in the house, right? You're sitting in the house and you've eaten. An hour later, you're like, I'm quite hungry, right? Well, there's a very, very high chance that is just complete boredom. There's a few things it will be. Boredom, dehydration, or you've just not had enough protein is usually the case, right? But I'm going to stick to the 10,000 steps a day, right? But there's a reason for that. When you get your lymphatic system moving, you get your body going, you don't realize how many benefits occur in that situation. For most people, when they're very straight thinking, they think, well, if I walk, I'm going to burn, some calories, right? I'm going to sweat a little bit, I'm going to burn calories. I'm going to burn calories, which means I can eat more or I can, lose a bit of fat. There's a lot more that goes on in the body than you realize, like way, way, way more. So when you compound that over time and your organs and things start getting healthier, you start getting healthier in regards to your brain function, you start thinking clearer, you don't eat garbage food anymore because you feel, well, I've just done a walk, so I may as well eat the correct food. Maybe you start walking to the supermarket, so then when you get to the supermarket, you make the right choices because you're not starving hungry. And it all compounds on top of each other, and that is why it's so important. It's so important for you to understand that getting the basics of, let's say, 10,000 steps a day in is key. And it doesn't always have to be 10,000 steps, right? It can be 5. If you're doing 3,000 a day, get 4, get 5, build up over time. If you don't have that small increase, you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to be in a situation where you'll say to yourself, you know what, I'm doing 2,000 steps, 10,000 steps a day is so hard, I don't have any time for it. And what will you do? You'll never get started. You'll never get started. And when you never get started, what will happen is you'll never get the results. And you'll never be able to get on that compounding effect. And I'll give you the best analogy possible. If anyone watching this is into investing, let's say you're into investing money, well, the only way for you to get growth is to invest in the market, right? You invest in the market, it might go down, it might go up, it might go down, it might go up, but over time, the trajectory is upwards, right? If you make the right investment, it's upwards. And the investment of your health and taking the investment of doing steps will compound over time. It will grow, it will be so important for you. If you just keep consistent with it, you'll start seeing huge benefits. But the problem for most people is they want instant gratification, they want to see the results straight away, instantly. Yes, like a lot of my clients that work with us, they do get very, very quick results. But you have to look at it in a way you have to hit. To do that, you do need to hit other points apart from walking. But we're sticking to walking on today's subject. But when you do that walking, that's going to then lead you to so many other benefits. And when you start that compounding effect, you'll start feeling better. You'll start just feeling more focused, more mental clarity. You'll start, as I said, even burning more calories. You'll do so many things that will be positive that you cannot imagine. So keep in mind when you're on your journey and you think to yourself, is it really necessary for me to do these steps tonight? You don't understand what it's like to get to the other side of health. You've probably never been that healthy in your life. So you don't know what you don't know. But someone like myself has seen the other side. A lot of people are over at the other side. And I'm trying to tell you is if you just follow those principles, you are in for a massive surprise. You're in for a wake-up call, because when you get to the other side, you'll look back and you'll think, oh my goodness, why didn't I start this before? Why did I not start the basic principles? I've been depressed for years. I'm feeling crap about my body. I've never looked good. I've always been insecure. I've always done all these things. And all you needed to do was apply the simple tasks of life. movement, nutrition and training, sleep and sun. 5 things. These are the 5 principles. And today I'm going through walking. I'll go through a lot of different things, like hydration will be my next topic tomorrow. So tune in for that one. And I'll go deep into the subjects of why hydration is so important. But keep in mind, if you try and wait to apply your steps, you're never going to see any benefit. You're never going to take that first step forward. And the biggest problem for most people is literally procrastination. You procrastinate all the time. You don't start. And you're looking to get that quick fix, that thing to just do a week of all these amazing things, really work hard for a week and get all the results. It doesn't work like that. You need to take small steps forward, and it's not that difficult. And once you realize it makes so much benefit to your life, doesn't really become as challenging as you actually anticipate. And when there's someone explaining to you in this kind of easy format that's easy to apply, what you'll find is that when you start, you realize that it's not that difficult. And a lot of people coach this, in my opinion, way too technical. And when you give someone something way too technical from their level, they end up just rebelling or not even doing anything at all. Give them basics. Whoever's watching this, do the basics first. And you probably, if you can just do the basics consistently that I teach you, you're probably 90%